Hi there, it's Dr. Bernstein, and in this video, I'm going to introduce you to some advanced strategies for conducting research on three of our library's databases. That would be JSTOR, Project Muse, and Academic Search Elite. So here we are, we're at the home page of the library. We're going to go into databases by name. The first thing we're going to search is JSTOR, which is short for journal storage. Go in here. Most important thing for you to know right off the bat is you want to conduct an advanced search. So click on advanced search and you want to narrow by item type. You only want to get articles because for the most part, if you don't click that, you're going to get a lot of reviews of books, and you don't want to be quoting reviews of books in your research project or for most of your papers in college, unless you're conducting some sort of really advanced research where you're reading a book by a scholar on a particular subject, and then you want to see how other scholars have thought about and evaluated that particular source of yours, then you could use a review. But for the most part, you don't want to use them. So limit by article type. You can limit by date range. So if you want to see how scholars have perspectives on a specific issue have changed over time, this is a great way to do it. Like say you wanted to see how scholars in the 1940s thought about Thoreau environment compared to how scholars in the 1970s did. So you can limit this way. Sometimes your professors only want you to have research within the past 10 years. That's a good reason why to limit in the date range. You can also limit by language and by discipline or publication type. That's all up to you for this particular assignment. So what I'm going to do right now is conduct a search. Say we wanted to learn more about Thoreau and money. That's what we were interested in. We could just conduct this basic search right now. And what you're going to see come up are a bunch of titles. And sometimes it's not really clear how this title, how this work relates to your topic. So if you're curious, what you can do is you can download. Sorry, I rushed. You can go to the summary to see if it has any good info in the overview. You can also go into the PDF. You're going to need, if you want to, if say this is your source that you're going to use, you're going to need to click on the PDF. I already did it, so I'm just going to call it up. And this is how you'll get into it to save it. You'll get access to the full text of it. So one thing that a lot of people don't know is this find bar here where you can type in the word that you're searching for, like in this case money, and we might see that wow, there's just one reference in here to money or to economics, another search term. Oh, little reference there, another reference, but these don't really seem to be related to my topic, so I could just ignore it. So that's a fast way to search through something. But you'll also find that there's some titles that are really related to these issues. The love of money, Thoreau on poverty, Thoreau's alternative economics, work, liberty, and democratic cultivation. So if one thing you want to do when you're at this level, this early stage of doing your research, is not getting locked into reading all these articles and looking at all of them. So if any of them intrigue you, you can just click the box next to them to save them. But you can only save them if you have an account. So that's another advanced technique I want you to have is I want you to create a JSTOR account. I want you to create a Project Muse and an Academic Search Elite account. It's totally free, but it's just your space on the site where you can save your research so you don't have to you don't lose track of all the work that you're doing. It's a very good technique. Very simple. You just go into the login section and create your account. So I chose three of these sources, and then whenever I come back into JSTOR, I can find them again by easily clicking on my three saved citations. And now I have them right here. So I might spend 30 minutes looking through the search results and just saving things that seem like they might be interesting, and then coming back to the more narrowed down section that I have in my saved searches and narrow things down even more from there. So that's a great strategy. Now I'm going to take you into Project Muse to show you a few things around in this particular site. So it looks a little bit different. And what you want to do, since this project is requiring you to look for only information in journals, scholarly articles, you don't want to look under books. You're going to limit it to journals. So you're going to go over to the section and limit it. You'll also need, I think you need to create a separate account in Project Muse and say we're going to look up Thoreau and economics. What you can do here, the check mark here is telling you that you have access to this content, and you're only going to find access, you have content you have full access to. So you can download if you want to, but if you say you want to save this citation, say, let's see, economy, ecology, and utopia in early colonial literature. I have a feeling this is not exactly what you would be looking for, but you just go under the journal cover and click on Save Citation. It saves it. And then when you scroll to the top, if you have the account, you'll see Saved Citations, and you can go in here and you can access them right from here. The last source database that I want to show you right now is Academic Search Elite. I don't think it's I don't think it's of the same quality as JSTOR or Project Muse, but it's still a good site to look at. Academic Search Elite, if you have an account or you need to create one, you're going to go into sign in to create your account, which I recommend you do. And what's important here is you want to make sure that you limit your results to full text and to scholarly, aka peer-reviewed journals. So these are the two that you are most important, because you don't want to be getting references to articles that you can't actually access, and you don't want to be getting things that are not peer-reviewed. So those are the two things you must do. You can find that you can limit things in other ways as well in here. Or you could do PDF full text. It's totally up to you. But these are the two that are mandatory: full text, scholarly journals. So that's it for this initial overview of some more advanced techniques, and hope you find them useful. Bye.